Welcome back, team, to another episode of Big Wick Energy Podcast, joined by one and only Jordan Jackson, Ali Jansen, and today we're going to be talking to you guys about the power of consistency. We talk a lot about consistency in our other podcasts, and pretty much that's you know what sort of drives success. No one really talks about it. No one really tells you how it can be done, but we're going to share how consistency's sort of changed our lives, not just in trading, but in all aspects, and the power of consistency so that you guys can see it in action, and hopefully be able to, I guess, put that into your everyday life, because it's a superpower, really.
Yo, I'll tell you what I want, what I really don't
Tell me what you want.
what you really want. I wanna be down. Wanna dig it,
Consistency, lads.
Big one. Good one.
Big one.
Big one. I swear I can't say anything around you guys, eh?
It's crazy. Oh.
But it's a good one to have in the arsenal.
Even if you add that to your package.
Oh, god damn. No, that's wild, bro. That's wild. Stay focused. Stay in it.
Focus.
Oh, it's definitely been a consistent theme that hasn't it, in our podcast? But consistency is crazy. I didn't really understand it, if I'm honest, until I got into trading. But does anyone watch Diary of a CEO? You watch that?
No.
You don't?
Nah. We've spoken about it before.
Right. Bro, just gets like highly successful people, and like School of Hard Knocks. That guy, every single person, every like hyper successful millionaire, billionaire, everyone just doesn't give up and just stays consistent. And that doesn't need to be like staying consistent and being super successful on a daily basis, like just making tons and tons and tons and tons of ground in one day. Like, you don't have to do that. It's just like little steps pushing towards that big goal. And I think a big thing for me is, like doing social media now, like everyone, sees me now, to be making, or, in this sort of successful space, but not seeing, where I was when I started. Which, I started with a $500 account. It's crazy. Lost that. Started with $1,000. Almost lost all of that. But it's just a journey, getting that knowledge up and just continuously going. Yeah. Has there been anything in your guys' life where just doing something consistently has helped your overall growth?
Honestly, the start of this year, just doing the routine that we have, being consistent with gym. Like, I've never been this consistent with gym.
True.
And I think that's that's just helped my daily routine. But like something as silly as like making your bed every morning.
Yeah.
Like for me, like I'll make my bed every morning just because like it's if I can't do the little things, then I'm not going to be able, I'm not going to stay true to the big things. So
Yeah, nice.
just like little things like that in my day. And then the big things like going gym every day. That's outside of trading, being consistent with things.
Yeah. And seeing growth in those areas?
Yeah. Yeah. Hold on, where's the camera there? But yeah, massive for me.
Oh, massive.
Massive is me. No. The start of this year, the routine, and being consistent with it all. And then that flows into my trading. And
Phone's on silent, please.
yeah, sorry.
Excuse me, we're working here.
And they're just flowing into my trading because I've had a good consistent day, consistent with our analysis. Do that every morning, lock in, go gym, and then we have our one-on-ones or mentoring, live sessions. Just that I think it all just flows.
Yeah, nice. And like you've said to me before, just outside of all of this, that it's the strongest you've felt going to the gym and that.
Yeah. And like I've been a part of footy teams and we get strong doing playing footy and that. But
Are you Fisher Harris?
Jordan Fisher Harris. What about today? We were just out at what's that place called? Sanctuary Cove.
Sanctuary Cove.
And this lady came up to George and she's like, "Oh, excuse me, are you a rugby league player?" And I was like, "This guy, damn, it's got the rig for it, eh?"
Actual. Like you actually look like him though.
And the girl was like, "Yeah, nah."
The one from Timu.
Are you related though?
Not related, but we're from similar areas back up north.
Right.
Yeah,
Right. Nice.
Northern boys.
Ooh.
Naughty North. Actually, no, it's with an F, North.
The naughty north.
Naughty boys.
Bad man.
Oh, wow.
Anyway,
Anyway.
so, feeling stronger.
Yeah, feeling stronger. And that's, consistency, but like, it could be something as simple as that 2.5 kilos extra for that week or for that day, And then it just adds up over, what we've seen over a month now. And it's crazy. Crazy the difference it makes.
And incremental gains.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
That's it, hey. Like the small incremental gains.
Yeah.
And like we've been going to the gym for like the past 6 weeks consistently. And it's just like adding, it's like that progressive, very slow movements. Like we're only adding like 2.5 and like ideally, like sometimes a little bit of ego comes in, but when you really think about it, it's like, I can't go that, but I can do this.
Yeah.
And like, just staying consistent, trying to get those extra gains. Because like when you think about it, it's like 2.5 kgs then, like increase, but then a month ahead we're, sort of increased from whatever it was then to like 10, 20 kgs heavier now.
Yeah. So, consistent with gym, routine, plays off.
Yeah, well, it's definitely paid off for you, like with your trading as well, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, even that side of things, like just not looking for the big dragon wins, like just small wins and staying consistent with that.
Yeah, well, it's helped you pass Apex accounts.
Yeah.
Live account up 50% in 2 weeks.
What about you?
Consistency, bro. Like it's funny, you guys we were like just chatting about gym, bro. At the start of this year, I think like don't want to brag, but like the start of this year, I was benching like 130. Like that was my max 130, and then like started working on my bench, started doing like little tweaks to my bench, started doing like a strict hold. So like just feeling the weight out, like super heavy. So I'll be like strict holding up maybe like 200 kilos, not benching it, just like holding it up just to get the feel for it. Started doing that for like a solid, maybe like 6 weeks. Bro, the other day benched 150 for 5.
Ooh.
Yeah, Jay. And then, like, what is that? It's like 20 kilos on the bench, increase over like 6 weeks. So like those little incremental gains, tweaking little things and just being consistent every week just helped me get way stronger on my bench press. So yeah, that's, just an example of like how consistency has helped me in the gym. But then that translates onto the charts as well, like, me feeling good about benching, 150 and like seeing the strength come in and like with the charts, because I'm like feeling those highs, on the outside like with life and all that kind of stuff. I'm feeling good and feeling better on the charts. And so like that kind of consistency translates onto the charts with me trading. And then, and then with my trading and stuff, just being consistent with like my Asia setups, around that 2 p.m. kind of area. And just seeing that over the last, I don't know how long I've been doing that now, but yeah, it just seems to be paying off quite a bit.
Who told you about that strict hold?
Bro, it was actually TikTok, eh?
Really?
Yeah. Just seeing like, because at Social Project, the gym that I go to, we did like a strength testing thing. And, bro, one of the boys was, he was already doing 150, and I was like, shucks, like I want to get to that point. And then just started doing like a bit of research into doing bench press and like how to increase my strength, and yeah, just started doing the strict holds.
Crazy.
Yeah, bro.
I've never heard of that, eh?
Yeah, it's wild. Like, I think like every like chest session that I do, before I hit my chest, I'll just do like a strict hold, and it like activates everything in your chest. And then like it like kind of shocks the muscles a little bit, like, oh shucks, there's a lot of weight there. And then when you actually go do your sets, it like not feels light, but like, you know, feels better. So yeah.
Do you have someone spotting you when you get it up off the rack?
Oh, I just have like a like safety bars.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I just jam it with the safety bars and it's cracking off, hey. Because at Social Project, there's like the rigs right next to where they do the classes, and like people will come out, and I'm like strict, like holding like 220, like yeah, like.
But someone's been watching you the whole time, like, oh, the brother's on pause.
yeah.
Yeah, do you ever feel that?
What's that?
Like, you know, you're racking up the bar, 220, and then like lift it off, but then don't even press it? Like, is that...
Don't press it. That's
like,
what
you don't press it, eh?
Nah.
Yeah, like you're just lifting it off and holding it.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, like, is that like for me, that would feel like I'd never want to do that.
True.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't want people to see me like lifting it off and like just not pressing it. You know?
Yeah. Well, that's why you're not benching 150, cuz.
Yeah, fair.
But you know, like those are the things that I don't know. I guess it's like with trading as well. Like that's the work you got to put in. You know.
Yeah.
So no, I don't really care. Like when it comes to the gym stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, because like doing chess with you on, when do we do it? Monday.
Yeah.
Bro, like you looked powerful as.
Yeah. It's my favorite day, bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
Love doing a bit of chest, eh?
I feel like it was taking it light on us now, eh?
No. That was a hard session, eh? If you guys go watch the vlog, like the boys, man, have been like putting me through some real hard workouts. Yeah, the last couple of days, and like I've been feeling it, bro. Like, you know, go to sleep, wake up sore as. Jules is laughing, eh? Cause
Bro, today's session, we take turns and, you know, doing a bit of video. We're all shaking.
trying to hold the
You're doing shoulders and we got to hold it down here.
No one wants to hold the camera, eh?
It was like pass the parcel.
It was a good session today, though.
Yeah, that was on. Shout out Will Gym, eh? Damn, bro. Some mean gyms around here, but Will Gym, feel like they've like got it locked in, eh? All the machines, all the weights, like.
I feel like it's definitely like a bodybuilder gym. All the bodybuilders go there anyway.
Shit.
But still a good vibe there, eh? Like, no one's stuck up or anything. Everyone's just in there to do their mahi and then get out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas like some of those gyms, it's a little bit of ego lifting and shit going on, eh? Like even there, even like at World's gyms, I've seen like massive guys. I think it was last week. Like there was a massive guy. He was definitely a bodybuilder.
Yeah.
And he was doing those lat raises. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Massive, bro. Doing these lat raises next to us, and we're like had like 20s doing the readouts, and he just comes over like standing next to us, grabs like 8 kgs, and like his shoulders are boulders, like crazy. He's massive, bro, but yeah, he knows what he's up to. Eh?
He must be massive, bro, because I've seen some units in there. Like, you know, the guys
like
that were in there today,
massive.
like compared to those guys,
Way bigger.
that's wild, man.
Like he was a unit, eh?
Yeah.
Like he was
Animal.
wider than he was tall. Like he was like, you know, that tall, but he would have been like that wide as well. Yeah, it was nuts.
Damn.
So back to consistency. On topic.
Yeah, sorry.
How's that gone for you in implementing that?
Bro, I think like consistency's been me. Like knowing about it and, you know, just doing the mahi right, even when you're tired and stuff. But I think I've noticed it a lot when it came to my eating. And so last year when we had the meet and greet in Auckland, met up with the bro Rouse, and then after that he sort of like put me on to like a good diet, something that I could sort of stick to, and you know it should help me lose weight. When I was doing it, bro, I did it consistently for like an entire month, just a month, like just 1 month I did it, and like it's definitely hard when you're traveling a lot to be, you know, buying groceries, meal prepping, you know, especially when you're not in your own kitchen and all of that. But I did it solid for a month, and I went from 109 to like 104.8 or something like that.
Damn.
Yeah, and like that was in a month. And bro, the photos. Have I shown you the photos?
No, I don't. Can we put them on the potty?
Well, not those ones.
I'll see if I have them. Hang on.
Oh, did you put them on the Discord? Those ones?
Nah.
Oh, ooh. These ones a bit spicy.
Oh,
Crazy, yeah.
yeah.
Like that's wild.
Far out.
Damn.
Yeah.
That is wild.
Yeah, it's right here. You can show it. But like that's crazy, bro. Like that was when I first came to Aussie, and then that was like a month after doing the eating stuff, and like just I didn't change anything other than my eating.
Nice. Yeah.
I wasn't like doing way more exercise. I was still going to the gym. It was just my eating that changed up, and so like that's just consistency there, showing the power of when you do stuff correctly and do it time and time and time again, you are going to get the results that you want. I would say though that like I thought I knew what I should be eating before I got in touch with like the bro, and the bro's a professional. You know, like he's a bodybuilder himself, and he has clients everywhere, and so he knows what he's doing, you know. So yeah, like once I got in contact with him and he gave me like the right plan that suited for me, the weight just started stripping.
Oh.
And it was crazy to see those results. And like I didn't see it like because I'm looking at myself on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah.
And I'm like once a week I'm seeing the scales go down. But it wasn't until you see those photos, you know, and see the progress of, you know, where you were to like where you are now. And I think even now if I took some photos, like my body comp has changed so much. I can see like a lot more muscle growth. I will say though, like my weight is still around like 106. And I would say that's probably from putting like a lot more muscle on. And I'm not eating right now either, but want to get back into that because I know that, you know, the food can do that. And it was crazy because like my belief before that, before seeing those results, my belief before that was I just couldn't lose weight. And I told the bro this too. I was like, oh, but like I think because of the medication I'm on for my heart, I just don't think I can lose weight.
True, yeah.
And then he's like, oh, yeah, bro, like just, you know, give this a solid go. Because he knew I was all shit.
Yeah.
You know, like it was just a belief that I had.
Yeah.
Because I've tried to lose weight, or in my mind, like I've tried to lose weight. But what I used to do with like diets in the past was like I would eat the diet and I'd get hungry and then I'd have something else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're not
consistent.
Yeah, like you're cheating.
Yeah.
And you know, come to realize I just ended up cheating myself, and because of all those times that I ended up cheating myself, it gave me that mindset that I just couldn't lose weight no matter what.
Yeah, interesting how consistency can just like break those beliefs there.
Yeah.
Even if they're like so ingrained into you.
Yeah. Like I know that's a thing now. If I want to lose weight, I know what I have to do.
Yeah, nice.
It's just the food. I know what I have to do. It's just whether I'm going to do it.
It's the hard thing with with consistency though, is like only seeing this small gains. Like we all just want to see the jump, you know.
Yeah.
So that's the hard part of staying consistent. But once you do stay consistent, and then you see the end result over a month or whatever it is, that's when you realise it just pays off over time.
Yeah.
Sure. That translates into trading as well, though, eh?
Yeah.
Like, all of that, man. What would you guys think for beginners or people that are struggling traders, like, what are the things they should be consistent in to become a profitable trader?
Sticking to their plan. As I was just saying there with how, I believe that I couldn't lose weight. First of all, I was trying to do it by myself. I didn't consult professional in that element. A proper dietitian or personal trainer that has done that themselves, have the experience in there. And because the bro was showing me photos of him, like he was 110 kgs and like he's 84 now.
True.
Like
Rouse.
ripped. Yeah, Rouse.
Damn.
Yeah. Like he was huge.
He was ripped in Auckland, eh?
Yeah, shucks, yeah.
Yeah.
And the bro Steve, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Animals,
He's a beast.
bro.
Yeah.
Both of them, bro, just absolute animals. But they've been there before, like they know what they have to do to get there, whereas they have, all of the experience and knowledge in that space. But then they didn't have the knowledge and experience in the whole trading game. So it was like, they're trying to get to where I am in the trading space, and I'm trying to get to where they are in the bodybuilding, losing weight sort of space. So, once you have that proper plan, it makes it so much easier to, just be consistent with that. Like if you said to someone, like if you do this every single day, at the end of the year, you're going to have this. Like if I gave you a plan, and if I told you, do this every single day, results are going to come and like this is going to happen. You aren't going to get the $1 million now, but after a year, if you do this every day, you'll get it. Like most people will just be like, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
Or they'll cheat on the way through.
Yeah.
Because, it's ages away.
Yeah.
They don't like the journey. But that's what I think. I think make sure that you have the correct plan, and you have that plan is connected to what your end goal is, and just stay consistent. Go over your plan, stick to your rules or whatever it's going to be. And
Yeah, nice.
Results will come.
Yeah.
I think for a beginner, just stay consistent with the charts, like stay involved with the charts, If even if you're still in the learning stage, just stay around it, just keep learning. Try not to have a break from it,
Yeah.
Just
That's a biggie. Because
Yeah.
you take like a couple of days off for a week. I remember when I first started, I'll take a couple of days off, bro, and then come back to a chart, and it's like, I don't even know what I'm looking at.
Yeah,
now.
yeah. So that's not just for beginners, that's for seasoned traders.
Yeah.
Like even with our analysis, doing it every day is a lot easier than, back when I wasn't doing it.
Yeah.
Skipping a couple of days and then thinking you could jump back into the charts.
Yeah.
But just stay consistent with being around the charts, being involved in the charts. Even if you're not too sure what's happening in the charts, just looking at how it moves and
Yeah, it's a great one. I think like as well as that, like if you're back testing, like stay consistent with your back testing. Maybe you're going to back test maybe like an hour a day or something. And like you could, like if you have a bit of coin, like definitely jump on FX Replay. I think we have like a 15% discount. I'll leave like a code down below. But if you can just like jam like a couple sessions through an hour, because you can speed up the time and stuff like that. Backtest 1 hour every day, man. That's a solid plan to begin with, and if you stay consistent with that, you'd be like such a better off trader.
That's all it is, eh? It's just having that consistency. And I think a lot of beginners come into it that want to get involved. You know, like a lot of people watch my videos and they're like, oh, bro, I just want to get to where you are. And they want to get to where I am, like, now.
Yeah.
And it happens quite a lot with people that, like, join the community. But when we have, like, one-on-ones with people, we do, like, our intermediate calls and all of that. I've talked to like a lot of them about the power of compounding, which is just staying consistent with, you know, making a certain percentage per day and what the results can happen if they do stay consistent. So touching on, like, advancing on what you were just saying about the FX replay sessions, once they can build their statistics up to, you know, just a minimum of making, you know, 1 to 2s on a daily basis, like doing a 1 to 2. And I've got a little thing here that you guys can have a look at. I reiterate this to a lot of the new beginners that come into our course too, because everyone thinks that you need a lot of money to go into trading, but you don't. And what I have asked ChatGPT here is, I have a $500 account. If I make 2% a day for 140 trading days, so there's for 240 trading days, so there's 240 trading days within the year. How much will my account be after 240 trading days? And so, if you make 2% per day for 240 trading days, then your account would grow from $500 to $57,000.
Damn.
Yeah, like that's crazy on its own.
Yeah.
You know, just being consistent every single day. At 3%, this is just making 1% more, right? At 3%, your $500 account will go to $602,000
Damn.
for the year. And then 4%, because, you know, as you get better, as you become a more skilled trader, you are going to be winning more percentage every day. And, you know, I've made, you know, 19% in a day, and we have students on our platform that have made 90% in a day.
Yeah,
like, it's crazy. And so it can be done, you know, but can it be done on a consistent basis? That's the thing. And that's, you know, where you want to be getting to. It's not going to happen straight away, but if you can get to that point as a trader, you're going to be way better off for it. And in the long term, you definitely will become a millionaire. So at 4%, if you make 4% per day for 240 trading days, your $500 account will grow to 6.1 million.
Damn.
In a year
Of 500.
of $500.
6 mil.
You make 4% per day for 1 year, then your account is going to 6 million.
Oh, yeah. 20% a week, eh?
20% a week, bro.
Yeah.
That actually ends up being about 22%,
Right.
because you're doing 4% per day.
For the compound as well.
Yeah, for the compounding.
Yeah.
But, like, you know, how many times have you had a good week where you've done everything consistent
Yeah.
and you've done more than 22%?
Yeah, it's so true.
You know what I mean? Like, you've done 2 weeks of trading with 50%.
Yeah.
It was actually, 60%, because you went down 10% first.
Yeah.
You know, like,
That was scary.
it can happen.
Yeah.
And the power of compounding and understanding that long term is wild.
Oh, it's crazy.
I seen your eyes light up there.
Yeah. I was like, oh, we on. Because really, yeah, that's like catching 2 1 to 2s a day.
Yeah.
And like 1 to 2s is pretty much what we're catching,
Yeah.
you know, when sending out, when we're going to be sending out the signals and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like catching 1 to 2s, 2 1 to 2s in a day, at 4%, if you're obviously risking 1%. And
Damn,
that's,
bro's going straight for the 4%. Nice.
or I can go for the 4 off 1 trade. But 1 to 2s, like they're easy catches, and that's what we're going to be targeting with the signals that we send out. is just, minimum 1 to 2s. And then if, you want to stay in the trade or you analyse it to where it might potentially go, then potentially you're catching 1 to 5s and some, So
Yeah, you guys in New York, man. You guys catching moves, man. Yeah, 1 to 2 for you guys is like nothing really.
Yeah. But we're going to be catching those. We're going to be catching those during Asia and London as well.
Nice.
If the setup's there.
Yeah, man.
So with all the pairs we have in our exclusive Discord.
Yeah.
Very nice. But it's not that hard. Like, how many times, like, what's your R&R? That's crazy.
Yeah.
1 to 20s?
Like when I talk about it, because it sounds unbelievable compared to, like, everyone out in the social space.
1 to 1.
Yeah, it's just, so I don't want to sound eat-ass, but like I'm easily catching 1 to 5s in Asia, and if I'm holding on, like, yeah. Yeah,
What
like,
eat-ass.
like I know, like 9% in Asia is nothing, no. But like, yeah.
Just to put it into perspective, though, you started trading March last year, right?
Yeah.
What did you consistently do to be able to get to this point?
Yeah, so consistently backtesting, working on the strategy, finding what works for me, but that with the backtesting, I was consistently journaling. Like we've spoken...
Collect the data.
We've spoken about this so many times, and if you're not doing this already and you're listening to this podcast and you've listened to the rest of them and you haven't started journaling, like,
There it is.
yeah, just like, if you want to get to this point, that's all you have to do. It's just consistently journal, consistently backtest, maybe like an hour a day.
Okay. First, but we're telling people what to do, right? Like what to do with the journaling,
That's what, yeah,
right?
yeah.
If they're not at that point yet, we're like, just journal. But then what are they doing with, after the whole journaling? They're journaling, where they're at, what they've done and like whatever the session.
Yeah.
But then what do they do after that?
Like after you journal?
Yeah.
So quickly for me, if I had like a losing streak, I'd have to step away, and that would be my opportunity to look at my data for wherever I was up to in that week. So like that'll be like my moment of stepping away and then having that time to look through my journal.
Nice.
So it wasn't necessarily I'd wait till the end of the week and then go, okay, let's see where I've gone right and wrong and whatnot.
Yeah.
So if I had like a rule where if I had like 3 trades in a row, because that was my trades, then I'd have to step away and then I'd review obviously the losing trades, but then also the trades before that were winners and compare them.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
It's like say if you were playing for the Hurricanes or like the All Blacks, it's like they're rewatching, game footage and they're just reviewing what happened during the game so they can improve on that. So it's pretty much sounds similar to what you did.
Yeah,
but in,
yeah.
like the trading space.
Yeah. But that was like almost like a rule for me, was if to get me away from the charts, shut it down and then open up my Notion and go through
Nice, bro.
trading journal.
You don't even have to have Notion. You don't even have to do it on a computer. Like I started off just writing in a book. Right? You see my Batman book? Bro, I was just writing notes down in a book. Batman.
Brother's been driving past movie wheel too much.
That billionaire brain, eh?
Wild.
But yeah, just write stuff down. In the course, bro, when I first started, I was writing I'll go through the course and write so many notes, bro. Just consistently do that. Every time I jumped onto a London session, my notebook's out, writing notes. Just really listening to what you were saying and analysing the market. If you're doing an education call, writing notes.
Yeah.
If something pops up in the Discord and it's something that I didn't understand, like I'll write notes about it. Just being consistent with that kind of stuff, you know.
Yeah, and so like the point that I was getting to, just for everyone that's watching, when you are journaling, you're journaling, you know, what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong. And then after that, after you made that journal, it's giving you feedback on the things that you need to improve on and the things that you need to strengthen. The things that you strengthen are the things that you're getting right. The things that you need to improve on is the stuff that you need to go back and back test and, you know, figure out, I'm not waiting for it to get back to a point of interest below 50%. So next time I'm going to try and do that, you know?
Yeah.
That's what you want to be, you know, working on when it comes to journaling.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, really. Like,
Yeah,
just
like
consistent across the board with everything.
Yeah, and it does get like that. Like, obviously, we talk about all these different aspects of trading, but realistically, it comes down to once you get everything correct, just staying consistent with that. And that's why I say so many times on videos, you know, shorts or, you know, on the podcast, it's just so repetitive.
Yeah.
Like, once you get it, it's repetitive. And even being like a builder, right? Like,
Yeah.
repetitive.
Yep. Has to be. Otherwise, the house.
No, do you even use a hammer though? You don't, eh? You like a gun.
Yeah.
Oh, you do use a hammer.
Yeah, a bit of both.
Oh, right. But you hammer nails then?
Yeah, sometimes.
True.
What do you think they do?
Oh, I mean, like when I was building, I just had a gun.
True.
Yeah, I mean, like majority of framing and stuff you've done with a nail, but then there's other, more finesse type stuff that you have to do with hammer and nail.
Right. Like the finishing.
Yeah,
I
not
see.
all the finishing, but yeah, we don't just have the hammer on the belt for fun.
Good accessory. Looks good. But it's just like everything, right? It's just like anything, man. Yes, you know, everything's repetitive. And if you can find the right things that you can be repetitive with, that success is going to come.
Yeah. 100.
That's all it is.
Just like us, like this, we try and be consistent with this podcast.
Yep.
And like I feel like we're just consistently saying the same stuff.
You know what's funny though? Like, people will listen to like this one and then they'll listen to like other ones. And like we could say the same thing as similar to what we said on the other one, but this potty might hit different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just different light bulb moments. So
Yeah.
something will click with someone in this video, and then the next one, something might click with someone else.
Because I've noticed that when I listen to like different people and how they explain stuff, like I'll understand it, you know, maybe from this person better because he explained it differently in a way that I understood, as opposed to this person explained it in a way that I didn't understand, so I didn't really get what he was talking about.
Yeah.
But then I can ask someone else, and they tell me the same message.
Yeah.
But it's crazy.
Yeah. That's just like Dario CEO.
Yeah.
Like every billionaire is pretty much saying the same stuff.
Yeah.
Just in a different way. So
You just resonate with different people.
yeah.
Because if you go through like all the School of Hard Knocks or Diary of a CEO, like the message that they're saying is pretty much just, you know, find what works, stay consistent, and don't give up.
That's it.
That's the secret formula, man.
And if you're not collecting data by episode 5,
Facts. Stop watching. Unsubscribe.
But people will see that too, like the whole collect data, and they'll be like, "What is that?"
Yeah.
You know, what do you think that is?
Collecting data.
Yeah, like how should people collect data, and how is it going to help them improve?
Okay, so you should be collecting data on your entries, your sessions, the time you're getting into trades, your RR. So, you know. Yes.
Come on, guys.
Collect your and collect those, and your win
Or is
rate.
it RR?
Oh no.
Oh, George, man.
Oh, come on.
What else?
It's been a long week, bro.
It has been a long week, eh?
An awesome week, but a long week.
Yeah, there's so much data you can collect. Like, what pair are you trading, and like, what are you most like? Which pair are you consistently winning with? If it's not NAS, then don't trade NAS. Like,
It's so simple.
yeah, it's all simple, bro.
Yeah.
Just go figure out what kind of data works for you, because everyone's different. But yeah, just add as much detail as you can. Like, what is there any other data that I'm missing?
You mentioned session timing. That. For me, it was, I think we mentioned it on the previous podcast, was taking a screenshot. So visually seeing the chart and how the trade played out.
Yeah.
Not just looking at numbers that you've written down.
Yeah.
Like entry and exit. Sometimes as well, I would take a screenshot of what the DXY is doing as well.
Nice.
If it's a correlated correlating pair.
Yeah.
Just so I can kind of gauge how they were working together at the time.
Yeah. Nice.
As well. But yeah.
Yeah. What else? You could have
and emotions. Yeah.
Yeah.
How you're feeling going into the trade, and then after the win or loss, how you're feeling about it.
Yeah, those are great data points to be collecting. In terms of setups, are you entering in on a breaker structure retrace, or are you entering on a change of character retrace? What time frame is that breaker structure happening on? What time frame is your POI that you're going to enter on? Are you putting your stop loss below the low, or are you putting your stop loss below the POI?
That's a good one.
Yeah. What are you targeting? If you're targeting, the all-time high and you didn't get there and it came back to BE, maybe you're targeting a little bit too much, So maybe, target something a little bit closer that's in range. What else? You got any other data collection points?
Not really. I think basically the point that we're trying to get across to everyone is that once you find something that works, just continue hammering that back, in the phase where you are collecting data though, you have to realize that you are in a data gathering phase. So if something is not working, say that you're entering at a certain point and then your stop loss is 10 pips, or your stop loss is below the POI or below the low. If you're not collecting data on which trades are actually winning and which trades are actually not, then you don't really have a gauge on where you can improve as a trader. For example, in the gym, if I didn't take my weight, the weights that I'm pushing every single week, I will go back into the gym the next week and probably end up doing the same weight for 4 weeks in a row until I'm I'll go up now. Whereas because I take notes, collecting that data every single week, I'll go back to the gym the next week and I have a look at my phone. Oh, that's what I finished on last week. We're going to start with this one. And
and a perfect example of that is because you write down the weights for both of us, is when we're in the gym, I'm like, oh, what weight are we doing? Because I just, I can kind of guess the weights that we're doing, but I wouldn't know the exact weight that we're doing because I haven't written it down, because Huddy writes it down on his phone.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's...
So what would happen if you went to the gym by yourself, eh? You just make...
I'm just sitting at this machine, bro. He'll screenshot it through.
Yeah. But what if you had no internet, or
Oh, where are we? Apocalypse.
Yeah, I'm just saying, bro.
We're on the GC, baby.
you don't have the data, cuz.
Yeah. See, you don't have the data, so you don't know what to go off, eh?
Yeah.
That's just like the example.
I don't think he likes writing my weights down.
Yeah. Too many digits. But you know, like that's a great example. I know exactly where I finished previous session, gym session or trading session, whatever data that I have at that point, and I know what I want to be looking at in the next one. Something that this is something that I really focused on late last year is, you know, journaling all of my sessions. I used to journal. I mean, you know, I used to write stuff down and like journal, but what I didn't really understand about the whole journaling thing is where I can improve. And so what I started doing was I turned my ChatGPT into a data collection bot, I guess. And so what I'll do is I'll journal to ChatGPT and I'll tell it, you know, today I took 5 trades. I used this entry model. This one won, this one lost, blah, 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 blah. Basically just give it a rundown of how my entire session went. And it'll just spit out, you know, something to me, and it'll be like, that's fine. This is your win percentage so far. Today you actually finished on, you know, a pretty good R&R. It was above your average. You know, carry on. Like, there's nothing that you need to be worried about. And like sometimes I'd be like, oh shit, like I finished on 2 losses, but there was 3 wins before that. You know, and sometimes I'd just be feeling shit, and then I'd write it into ChatGPT, and then it'll be like, you know, don't worry. You know, this obviously happened because of this, but your win percentage is still up. You still made profit today, and we move on to the next day. You know, so it's sort of someone giving you feedback and telling you your stats and like where you are. And for me, it just gave me like a clear mind. Like I knew where my data was at. I knew where my trading was at. As opposed to just journaling and, you know, I guess not understanding how you should be feeling about that sort of trading session. And so that was a huge help for me. One, for my mentality, because if I finished on 2 losses, I'd hate it. Even though I had one, like 3 other trades before that, I'd still be finishing in profit, but would hate it. But that's how I'd collect data, and that's how you want to improve on whatever data that you're collecting.
Yeah, I think you touched on a good point there, and it's like being completely transparent in your journaling. Like, don't make up lies, like, you know, because that's not going to help you. Like, don't be collecting data on like the wins that you actually didn't take in your back testing, or like, you know, your hindsight trades, because they're not going to help you. So like, you know, you telling Chatty that you ended up on 2 losses, like that's gonna find like a, you know, a little working point for you, or like, you know, something to work on. So yeah, be like as transparent and honest as you can in your data collection and in your journaling, because that's gonna help you improve way more.
The consistency is going to come. The more open you can be about where you're at, the more honest you can be about that with yourself. And that's something that I've really, you know, come to terms with about, you know, trading, about lifting, about, you know, golf, you know, all things where, you know, people can ask you, oh, how much you benching? Oh, 120. And you'll say 120, but realistically, you're only doing 120 for 1 rep. You know what I mean? And like everyone's done it. Or like you'll go play a game of golf and it's like, oh, what did you hit today? And you'll say like a low score, and it's probably like 5 shots less than what you actually hit. But, you know, you're still sort of cheating yourself.
Yeah.
You know, and like fine if you're going to do that in like gym and like golf, but if you're trying to get to where you want to be in trading, you have to be as transparent with yourself as you can. Otherwise, it's just going to, you know, sort of eat you up, and you're not going to get those gains.
Yeah. Because it's you versus you, in trading.
Yeah.
Like you lie to yourself with your data and that, and you just become a shit trader.
Yeah.
You don't become a shit trader. You don't become a shit trader. I become a shit trader.
Yeah.
Or, you know, the person entering that data. So it's you versus you.
That's what a lot of people don't get either. Hey, like trading is a very lonely thing, and that's why we sort of created this community, is so that we can have other like-minded, I guess, traders, that we can talk to. Because you guys both know, when you go and sort of socialize in a group, we can't really talk to other people about trading.
Yeah.
Normal people, normies. People that don't understand trading, you can't really talk to this about them because they have no idea.
Oh, you're a gambler.
Yeah.
That's not even like the worst one. I feel like the worst one is like when you start talking to someone and then they start talking about crypto.
Oh,
It's like, no, it's not crypto. But yeah, the power of consistency and doing the right stuff is definitely going to get you to the place that you want to be. First, you have to find what's going to work. Once you find what's going to work, once you find, what works for you, and you have everything you need to progress. For example, for me, it was, the nutrition, the food. Once I had the right diet for me, all I had to do was just eat that consistently for 4 weeks, and the weight came off without me changing anything. I stuck to that plan, away I went. So what you want to do, whatever your end goal is, find someone that can help you with those trading plans, and figure out what it's going to take for you to get to that point. And we're actually going through that at the moment with our mentorship. We've gone through everyone's goals. Everyone's done their little questionnaire that we send them. And now we've just finished working on everyone's trade plan with them. So now that they have their trade plan, they know exactly what they have to do over the next 6 months to get to the point that they want to be. They have their goals in mind. We've given them the trade plan that they need, what they need to work on a daily basis, and we're going to be working with them every single day to help them get to the next level. We can give you the plan. We cannot make you do it. It comes down to you, and it comes down to how much you want to succeed, basically. Hey.
Yeah, bang on, bro.
Yeah. The power of consistency is crazy. Let it work for you. Stay consistent with it, and those results will come. Yeah.
Nice.
Nah, don't even, bro.
No. Don't give me those side eyes.
We're just going to cut it off there, team. Appreciate you guys for watching. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and we'll see you on the next one. Let's go.
Peace.
Trading highs, oh what a ride. From doubt and fear to joy inside. With every lesson learned I grew. Ambitious investing pulled me through.